Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kitsune Readings, where your questions find answers.
Let's see. Hello everyone, Ryu here. Today we're going to talk about energy channeling. Now, this is important when you practice magic. We'll talk about this while playing one of my favorite games. In this case, an arcade game called Knights of the Round. So, you want to do something like hold a candle in your hands, right? And you want to see the energy flowing out of you into the object in question. So, one of the key techniques of magic and spellcasting is visualization. So, with visualization, you want to see or manifest in your visualizations what you want to occur. So, let's say you want money. You select a candle of the appropriate color. The color for money may vary depending on where you're from and what color you associate with money. In America, for example, it's gold. In most countries in the East, rather, it would probably be the color gold. So you get the candle that you wish to charge with energy. This is usually done by holding it in between the palms of your hands, right? And you want to visualize your desire while you're doing this. Now, what desire that might be? In this case, as an example, we're using money. Right? So you want to see yourself gaining money, spending the money, what you're going to enjoy with the money, right? Like you're buying a new house, you're eating at a fancy restaurant. Now you visualize these things taking place. And as you do that, the energy flows out of you and into the candle, right? Visualization is key. Now, doing visualization can take a lot of time and practice. Learning to meditate took me 7 years. Don't let that daunt you, however. Everyone's different. One of the difficulties in meditation is telling yourself to be quiet and learning to control your mind and its thoughts. Very difficult to achieve. But there are ways around it if you have difficulties visualizing. For example, if you have difficulty visualizing, right, all you have to do is think about money and how you're going to enjoy it. And those positive vibes will affect the candle. You want to focus and you want to feel or try to visualize energy flowing out of yourself and into the candle. What you're doing is charging it with energy to manifest what you desire. I have other videos about this. Manifestation works if done correctly. The problem with manifestation is you'll see thousands, hundreds of videos about, say, 1111 or whatever, and you'll manifest this into your. That's not how that works. The universe is, in fact, in my opinion, programmable. It can bring you the things that you want and desire to have. I myself have achieved this on a number of occasions using visualization. However, manifestation has some key requirements, learning to visualize being among them. This is a requested video, by the way. Huge thanks to our friend Official Baby for requesting this video, and so I'm attempting to teach you manifestation by talking about how to do it. I have some other videos I'll be making as well, but normally I would be showing you some things with my camera, but my cats broke my camera, so I'm waiting on getting a new one. Anyway, moving on. So, visualization, as I said, is key. But if you have difficulty visualizing, then there are ways around it, right? Because visualization and energy charging can also work through feeling. And as you work on the feeling, the visualization and the thoughts, right, will cause the visualizations to just naturally occur anyway. So you'll start having the visualizations you need fairly soon. Always a good thing. Now, focusing on the feeling of it can also be very important because you want to charge yourself with the positive energies and vibes, right? You want that positive energy flowing into what you're doing. Charging something with energy is a fundamental core practice of magic, and to be truly good at it can take years of practice. The reason I'm good at it is because I've been doing this for years. A lot of what I learned from my mother. That aside, as the energy flows out of you, it will be absorbed by the object in question. Now, this can work in a variety of ways with anything you happen to be making. So, there are a number of spells that call for this, such as making the money stone. Another fun spell, maybe I can make a short video about making one of those. It involves using a lodestone and pouring the wax of a charged candle into the shape of a symbol you would use for money onto the stone. Charging the stone with your energy and positive money vibes. Now, this goes for anything that you wish to manifest as a desire in your life, from money to love to getting a job, anything in general. It works. You just have to learn how to do it. Now, there's probably, a lot of naysayers out there, but the truth is, you can manifest your desires. What you focus on, you become. If you focus all of your energy towards being successful in love, you will find successful love. You'll find success in business. You'll find success in money. These are the things you need to focus on, right? And even if you can't visualize, again, just feel the flow of the energy flowing out of you and into the object in question. And you'll naturally start visualizing of your own accord as that's happening. Part of the problem with learning to visualize isn't necessarily that it's difficult, but you spend too much time thinking about how to do it. And your mind ends up interfering with the process as a whole. But if you focus on the energy first and letting it flow out and into the object, then the imagery of what you're trying to visualize will just naturally start to occur, and you'll start generating those positive images of that in your mind, right? You can't force things, just let it flow naturally. One of the visualization techniques I learned a long time ago was getting rid of energy that's negative or getting rid of negative problems. You visualize yourself sitting by a river, manifest images of what's causing you a problem in your life, and then visualize yourself letting it flow down the river, right? So you do that. And you are visualizing problems flowing out of and leaving your life. So if you think that visualization is too hard or difficult, it's not, actually. You just have to let the mind wander and generate those things on its own. Trying to feel the energy and focus on what you want, enjoying spending a lot of money on things you enjoy would be one of those things. Like going to a theme park, buying luxury items, things of that nature. And then the images will just come, right? So, the trick then, particularly if you have trouble visualizing, isn't to visualize anything at all, but to focus on the feeling of that desire and how good it will feel. Like, say, I want to buy a new video game and that'll make me really happy. I focus on generating money to afford said video game, and I push those feelings of happiness and positive energy then into the object, which I want to use the energy of to manifest. So, in this case, we're using a candle. Right, so you light the candle. Now, this is also important. You don't want to reuse candle stubs of candles you've used for other spells. That you never do that. Never leave a candle burning unattended, as that is never wise. Now, that aside, you want to let the candle burn or melt all the way down. Some people will save the wax shapes that form after the candle's melted. Pretty interesting. I myself have never really done that, but feel free to do that if you wish. I figured I would mention that just in case you like doing things like that or may want to. But remember, relaxation and natural energy flow is in fact the key here. And as you practice those things, other things will come. You'll notice also that you'll start remembering your dreams better, and you'll have more mental focus, and it will just be better. And you'll naturally get better with those sorts of things as time goes on. But hopefully, my friends, that's all I have to say for today. Hopefully, you liked this short talk on visualization and how to cause manifestations. I love you all, my friends. You can and you will achieve your dreams, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you for being here and watching the video, my friends. I love you all, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day, everyone.